Hello everybody. Welcome to the Adam's Den very first live stream. I'm sure it will be filled with nice blunders and boomer mistakes, but hey, this is how the cookie crumbles, I guess. So let's get into it. As you're going to notice also that my voice doesn't sound as good as it usually does because I'm using a microphone. A different microphone is basically the only one that I had here available. I am not in my own studio, so, but I thought it's just such a wonderful night tonight. I thought, why not just stay up and do a little live stream, see what happens. And this is the first time, so, blunders guaranteed, as it says right down in the description below. You can see also that I have my nifty background, the arcade background here. It's basically the only one that I had that was dynamic, so I thought I'd go with that, even though we're not doing any playthroughs, not tonight at least. That would be cool to do a playthrough live streaming. I haven't set up my Twitch account and my Wi-Fi isn't that reliable in my own studio, so that's why I haven't done any of those yet. But if you want to check out the Batman Arkham Knight playthrough, it's still up. I am still going to do the side missions as I promised you guys that I would. And yeah, basically I have done some side missions, but I haven't yet put them out there. I haven't published them yet because, well, basically they're done, but I still need to edit the videos. So I'm gonna get to it. But watch down the Batman Arkham Knight playthrough down below. It's always in the my videos. The playlist to play through the arcade is there, so feel free to watch that one. But we're not going to do a playthrough tonight. I thought that tonight is such a wonderful night. I thought it would be cool just to have a chat about one of our favorite topics, which is pop culture. So why not? Let's. I thought I'd see what's happening here at the IMDb world and see what's going on there. And immediately I'm met with The Hitman's Wife, the sequel to The Hitman's Bodyguard, I'm sure, which is, to be honest, not a movie that I really enjoyed. I don't know. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy The Hitman's Bodyguard? I mean, it's a Ryan Reynolds movie. I love Ryan Reynolds, by the way. I think the guy is really, really talented. And also Samuel L. Jackson. You gotta love Sam. So, two powerhouses. But the movie itself, it kind of fell short when it comes to the script. I mean, you have such talented actors and you give them, your ordinary run-of-the-mill dialogue. I don't know. I think they can stretch a lot more than that, and it's just a turn your brain off action movie, I guess. But still, I don't know. I don't know. It's not my kind of action movie. Sure, it's fun to turn your brain off once in a while. Who doesn't love that? That's why we have escapism. Oh man, escapism. Good old days. But still, I'm pretty sure you can do a lot better than The Hitman's Bodyguard. Anyway, The Hitman's Wife apparently is the sequel, and it's coming out. I don't know. Are you guys interested in watching this? I am not, but I do love me a good Ryan Reynolds movie. So I don't know. We'll see. Let me know if you guys are into that. If you're gonna watch it. And then, excuse me. Scrolling down, the fan favorite section. I know literally none of these movies here or TV shows. So The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, sure, but. Yeah, and The Nobody. I know that a lot of people have watched it. A lot of people whose opinion I trust, they've watched it, and apparently they liked it. And I don't know why this is. Why is it? Anyway, I don't care. But I'm not sure I'm going to watch it. No, I'm sorry. Not the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Excuse me. I've heard bad things, so this one I'm pretty sure I'm not going to watch. I have no interest whatsoever in watching The Falcon and Winter Soldier at this moment. But the Nobody movie, I mean, it seems cool. It's got the guy from Better Call Saul. That's always a fun ride, I'm sure. All right, Tenet. Okay, so Tenet. Right, Christopher Nolan. I admire the guy. I keep telling people that I admire Christopher Nolan. I mean, the guy is really, really good coming up with these intricate narratives and these mind-bending plots. So he's really good at that, and he's really good at fleshing out the narrative. And the beats are very unusual. The beats of the movie. So that's always a good, fun ride as well. However, I wasn't impressed with Tenet, because once you figure out the Nolan formula, once you figure out that what he's going to do with the characters and how he directs actors, and there's always a mind-bending plot twist when you're expecting that. I'm not. It doesn't. It's very sterile. Sterile is the word. In what terms? Well, a lot of people ask me, "Oh, what do you mean by sterile?" Well, one thing that I criticize Nolan on is the actor's direction. I don't think he's a good actor's director. I think he has good actors, usually, that know how to work with the material that they have, and that's what they do. Like Christian Bale. You give Christian Bale a role, he's going to go above and beyond to make it real and to make it really good. Not the same with Denzel Washington's son. I forget his name. Let's open up and see. Forget his name. John David Washington. There you go. So yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It doesn't seem to me like he's the kind of actor that will go, like his father, above and beyond to really bring a fresh new character to life. You can say that Denzel Washington usually has these character traits that are prevalent in pretty much every character that he ever played, sure. But there are distinct differences between each one. He does give it a different gravitas to each one, which John David Washington's role as the protagonist in Tenet, I thought it was just very, very bland. Nothing was really consequential to the character. It didn't feel like it was consequential to the character. But overall, I mean, I like the plots. I like Christopher Nolan as a director. I mean, visually, the guy is brilliant. You got to give him that. Visually, Christopher Nolan is absolutely brilliant. But I do criticize him for his lack of actor's direction, and so I think he always falls short when it comes to that. But then, he produced some of the greatest Hollywood blockbusters of the last 20 years. So, I mean, am I wrong? Is he right or am I right? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do like a good movie that is driven by really well fleshed out characters, and that bring characters that bring the plots to life and make you, emotional about. You want to root for them. I couldn't say that about Tenet, man. I couldn't say that about Tenet. Not even the villain. And I'm not the biggest fan of. I used to be the biggest fan, a big fan of. Oh, Jesus, I'm drawing blanks today. Of Kenneth Branagh. But again, the same criticism that I could give Christopher Nolan on directing John David Washington as the protagonist, I could give the same criticism when it comes to the character direction of Kenneth Branagh. I mean, you just give these good actors roles and they work with what they have. But that doesn't mean that when you leave characters and you just let them loose and you leave them to their own design, it doesn't always mean that you're going to get great performances. A lot of people don't know this, but characters actually are really anxious to have a good director directing them. They don't want to just they don't want to just be left to their own designs. They really want to be directed. They want to see that the director has a clear notion of what each character's motivation is in each scene. And then you talk about it. That's why you have pre-production. That's why you have rehearsals. That's why you have table reads. But when you don't have a director that is able to really direct the actor and speak their language, you get directors like Christopher Nolan, which I'm a big fan of his work. But again, the criticism for those who just joined, and thank you for joining. Welcome to the Den, by the way. But we were talking about the brilliance of Christopher Nolan as a visual director, and his lack of ability to direct actors. That's basically what it is. Why am I a sub to you? I can't remember. Hey Cheney, welcome to the chat. Hey Bruno. Why am I sub to you? I can't remember when I subbed or why. Good content though. Oh, thank you, Cheney. Thank you. Well, you know, the den is there to be explored. There's in the description below. You get to see my the den website where all the content is there, separated by sections, and you feel free to what's the word? Explore and see what content made you come here. Have I plugged my channel anywhere? I've plugged my channel multiple places. By the way, if you look at the description in the video below, you'll see a lot of links to the social media platforms that I use, and so feel free to scour, and maybe that's what happened. But hey, welcome Cheney, glad to have you here. Let me know, Bruno and Cheney, let me know in the comments, what do you think? What did you think about Tenet? As you can see in the screen there, I was saying that it isn't really my kind of Nolan movie. I think the guy is really good visually, as I said before. I think he's a really good plot designer. I think he's a great teller of stories. Oh man, there's a word for that. It's a storyteller. I think he's a good storyteller. But I always felt like he fell short when it comes to creating really riveting characters. He just gives the role to the actors in hopes that they do a good job, which they usually do. But Tenet is not really the best example when it comes to great character direction. So Cheney says, just going to blame Rekieta? I haven't watched Tenet. It's actually Tenet. It's supposed to be. It has to do with the plot itself, something that can be read left to right and right to left, so you can read it back and forth. It has to do with the plot. I don't want to give you spoilers, but you know, if you're going to watch it, feel free to come back and tell me if you enjoyed it or not, because I'm actually curious. I used to be a big Christopher Nolan fan, but this one didn't just jive with me. Like Bruno said, didn't buy the whole thing. So yeah, this is a little my 2 cents on Tenet. The idea, oh, by the way, when I was watching the movie, another thing that I felt was like Christopher Nolan set a really, really high bar there. So I'm not sure that he was able to deliver, and this is something that he's very well known for. He sets really, really high bars, and he usually delivers. Like Memento. Memento is a great example of that. I mean, you can just go back and watch the movie, and it still holds up really well today. And the bar, once you, I imagine the producer meetings there, where they just said, listen, I want to do a movie. I don't know if you watched that. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I imagine that first production meeting where he said what he wanted to do. I imagine that it was pretty intense, and they thought he was crazy, but he did deliver. He delivered on Memento. I'm not sure he delivered on Tenet here. Well, let's go back to the IMDb main page and see what's coming up. As we were looking at what the fan favorites. Oh, the top picks. All right. Okay. So this is another list that I wanted to go through. Look at the kind of movies that they have here. So the top picks, right? Soul, Sound of Metal, The Avengers, Dunkirk, Godzilla vs. Kong. Sure. But then you have like, it refreshed and I lost the other movies that I wanted to show you guys. But basically they had like, one of the top picks was The Big Lebowski, and it was right next to all these other movies that nobody ever heard, of which nobody ever heard. So I don't know. IMDb top picks, I'm not sure that it's actually organic. Maybe it's just me. What else I wanted to go through? Oh yeah, so Nobody. Well, he has the guy from You Better Call Saul, so it's supposed to be a good ride. Although I haven't watched the Justice League. Oh, okay. So the Justice League. I don't know if you guys watched the review that I did. I've talked to a lot of people after I did the review, and they all told me some people told me I didn't watch Zack Snyder's Justice League because I can't go through all that crap again. I hated the first version. Joss Whedon's first version, and and I couldn't go through 4 hours of that. And what I keep telling people is that, listen, it's not 4 hours of the same. I absolutely hated Joss Whedon's version. I hated it. And the idea, when a friend of mine invited me to go over and watch it, I mean, the idea of having 4 hours of that crap, I don't know, it was blistering to the brain. But anyway, I watched it, and I gotta tell you, it has nothing to do with Joss Whedon's version. It's actually a pretty solid movie. And you gotta give the guy kudos for the work he did. He did really get into the nitty-gritty of what was wrong with the Whedon cut. Even changed the color grading in so many scenes that just set the tone just right. And it's 4 hours of stuff that, I mean, it's a whole new movie. It's a whole new movie. And if you haven't watched it, I'm going to recommend it again. Because even if you don't like the Snyderverse, which I don't really like the Snyderverse for the whole DC Snyderverse, I'm not really a fan. But hey, it's better than Abrams. It's better than Jar Jar Abrams, right? So anyway, take from it what you want, but what you can. Oh, see, here you go. Look, you have the Avengers next to the Shawshank Redemption, next to Promising Young Woman. What? And next to WandaVision? Psycho Gorman. No, I haven't. I have not watched that movie, Psycho Gorman. So anyway, I haven't watched The Parasite as well. A lot of people told me that The Parasite is actually a pretty good movie. I think it's like a horror movie, right? I can't remember. Comedy, drama, thriller. Oh wow, I was way off. Okay. Alright, I thought it was a horror movie. But yeah, let's see what else is on the future. What's in store for the future? I'm pretty sure that what's coming. Well, let me just check this here. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Alright, new movies coming soon. Oh, let me know if the music is a little too loud. Or if you can even hear the music. Because this is my first time doing this, so feel free to let me know if the music is too loud, if you can hear it, whatever. So let's see what IMDb has in store for new releases. Oh man. Alright. Yes and yes. What, is it too loud? The music is too loud. Alright, thank you. Alright, so Guy Pearce. We like Guy Pearce over here, don't we? So let's see what Zone 414. And alright. So it says, set in the near future in a colony of state-of-the-art humanoid robots. When its creator's daughter goes missing, he hires a private investigator, David Carmichael, to bring her home. David teams up with Jane, a highly advanced and self-aware AI, to track down the missing daughter. Moving through the dangerous iron jungle, they rapidly piece together the mystery, uncovering a crime that leads to them to question the origins of Zone 414 and the true purpose behind the City of Robots. Okay. If I had to guess, I would say this is going to be your run-of-the-mill. Yeah, we want us some Guy Pearce. Yeah, I miss Guy Pearce actually. I haven't seen him in a lot of stuff, but I would say that this is probably not the thing that he's going to be remembered for. You know what Guy Pearce I like? I like the LA Confidential Guy Pearce. That's the kind of Guy Pearce I want. And we were talking about Memento earlier. That's another great Guy Pearce movie. That's the Guy Pearce I want, man. Oh man, I miss these great movies. I don't see any other names here that I'm familiar with. So, yeah. Well, So that's one. Let's see. Oh, alright. Eric Bana. We got some Eric Bana coming up. The Dry. Taking its sweet time to load, huh? Jesus. Alright, let me try that again. Alright. Snyder's gonna go back to zombie stuff. Yeah, I heard. I heard that he's doing, what is it? Zombie... What's the name of the thing? With the thing and the ting? Right, something's going wrong with this stream here. Alright, so I don't really know what happened there, but I think I am back. I think I'm back now. So anyway, we were talking about the Dry here. Let's see. So it's a new Eric Bana movie. Apparently it's going to be cool. No, it's not Army of the Dead in the chat there. It's not Army of the Dead. It's, you know what now? Oh man, Eric Bana. You know what? Let me just check that real quick. Because now you're gonna leave me wondering. You're gonna leave me wondering. Zack Snyder's Dawn of... It's not the Dawn... It's not Zack Snyder. There we go. Right, what's he doing? Army of the Dead. No, Army of the... Oh yeah, here it is. It's Army of the Dead. Dead of the Army. Probably Dead of the Army as well. Yeah. Army of the Dead. Listen, you gotta give it to the guy. Like I said, the Snyder Cut, the Justice League Snyder Cut, I mean, it's worth a watch. So if you haven't watched, you know what? You have the Den seal of approval, and it's going to be cool. I'm a really big fan of the Dawn of the Dead. Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead is really, really good. Let's see what it says here. Following a zombie outbreak. We're reading the synopsis. Following a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble, venturing into the quarantine zone to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted. Alright, so it's a heist movie with zombies. Basically, that's what it is. Alright. You know what? I don't like the synopsis, and I don't like the poster here. So, man, I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder, I gotta tell you. I'm not a fan of Zack Snyder. But, I mean, the Snyder Cut is really good. I mean, yeah, he's pretty good at that. Yeah, he is. So anyway, let's see The Dry. This is... Oh, it's coming? It's from 2020, but it's coming. It's probably a COVID victim, no less. Alright, Aaron Falk returns to his drought-stricken hometown to attend a tragic funeral, but his return opens up decades-old wounds to the unsolved death of a teenage girl. Alright. Listen, there was a movie with Eric Bana that was really, really good, and I don't remember the name of it. What was it? Oh man, I got a feeling that the music is too loud. You guys got to tell me if the music is too loud. Just say the music is too loud or it isn't, because I really don't know. So yeah, there was an old Eric Bana movie. I don't remember what it was. It was kind of, the plot reminds me of that. The plot for The Dry reminds me of that. Where is it? Something in the Air? No, that's not it. Black Hawk... Oh, he was in Black Hawk Down, I forgot. That's right. Turn it down just a bit. Alright. Wait a minute, let me get the sweet spot here. Alright. How's that? Is that better? For all of you sensitive ears out there? Okay. So anyway, yeah, he was in Black Hawk Down. That's true. And what was it, man? There was a... Not Munich. It wasn't Munich. It wasn't Troy. I'm probably... Anyway, I'm confusing it. Yeah, I'm confusing it. Anyway, it's not important. So the dry, yeah, I don't know, man. What else? Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to open the ones that are actually interesting to me at first sight. Hey, George Costoros. New Order, no. Cruella, oh, Jesus. Really? Cruella with Emma Stone? Man. Alright. Anyway. I don't know. I don't even want to open this shit. I'm sure it's going to be another one of those. Oh, man. A Quiet Place Part 2. Okay, Quiet Place is pretty good. Oh, I watched the trailer for this one, actually. And it seems promising. It seems promising. I enjoyed them going back to the what happened before. That's going to be cool. Endangered Species. Rebecca Roman. All right. Not Stamos anymore, apparently. Is an intense action-packed survival adventure about a wealthy American family who travel to the vast African wilderness of Kenya, hoping for a dream vacation filled with excitement, bonding, and a chance to fix the growing rifts within their family. Alright, so it's a family-oriented movie, sure. But when their safari vehicle is decked by a rhino protecting her calf, the family is left stranded miles from help, and their dream vacation turns into a nightmarish struggle for survival in a world that they are at the bottom of the food chain. Oh, that sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. Alright. Alright, well this is... I don't know, man. I mean, it's not... You know what I miss? I miss plots that aren't for world domination. So plots that are just focused on one thing, one goal, and it's very clear what the goal is. You can have your plot twists, but the goal is clear, and it's not like reaching for what you can't achieve. It's reaching for something that you can achieve, but the tension is there. You have to survive in a jungle, you and your family, and you're miles away from help. This reminds me of certain moments of great movies like... Oh, we mentioned Black Hawk Down. That's a good example. I'm sure it's not going to be like Black Hawk Down, but it's still going to be a good movie, I guess. All right, so this one is not a bad one. Yeah, I watched the first A Quiet Place. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I thought the idea was pretty good, and I liked the directing. The directing was actually one of the best parts of that movie. Axis Sally, an American woman named Mildred broadcasted as a broadcast. Oh, World War II movies. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm pretty much done with those kinds of movies. Alright, so I don't know. I mean, how many Conjuring movies? I haven't watched a single one. I think I probably watched one and I can't even remember. How many Conjuring movies are they going to come out with? I don't know, man. The Warrens investigate a murder that may be linked to demonic possession. Again. All that's missing in that one-sentence synopsis is again. Maybe someone should edit it and just put like a parenthetical. Again. They do this again. Jeez. Samaritan. Sylvester Stallone. Ooh, a young boy learns that a superhero who was thought to have gone missing after an epic battle 20 years ago may in fact still be around. Okay, see, I'm pretty sure that we're all superheroed out by this point. I mean, I have very little faith on the upcoming Marvel movies, and the DCEU seems to be going down the same route, which I think is not going to be. It's not going to be the route that comic book lovers really want. But anyway, this is the kind of thing that I think superhero movies can still do, and I think if I had to bet, I would say that this is what was intended for Hancock. Remember Hancock with Will Smith? I would say that's what was intended. But then they didn't know what to do with this story, right? You had Hancock, a rundown, a fallen from grace superhero that was a drunk. That, you know, this is a really good plot. You have a superhero that has all these tremendous powers, but he's so drunk that he doesn't know what he's doing with them. So it's a good plot. It has a lot of potential to explore very interesting situations. But then what did they do? They went with the romantic and then the mythological thing, and it was such a waste of a potentially really good movie. So anyway, I think that this is probably the kind of thing that you could have done, and Stallone as an old superhero seems like he's fit for the part. A lot of people take Stallone for granted. You know, they think that he's just he's just a guy who does all that, just action movies. But I was just watching, something was on TV about First Blood, the first Rambo movie. Man, you watch Rambo, the first Rambo and the first Rocky, or any of the Rockies really, but the first ones, and you tell me that this guy isn't a great actor. This guy is a great actor. He's just, you know, he's always committed to these same roles that people want to see him in, like these action-packed movies that everybody wants to see Stallone in an action-packed movie, like The Expendables. Who didn't love The Expendables? But this is a really good take, man. This is a really good idea. Remember that, what was the movie? Cop Town. Cop Town. Wasn't it Cop Town? Let me see. I think it was Cop Town. That movie where he played Copland. There we go. Copland. Yes. Copland. That's the name that I was looking for. Thank you. Yes, Copland is a great example of just the kind of good actor that Sylvester Stallone can be. So let's see this again. I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes my internet connection just seems to not want to cooperate. Am I back? I'm not sure I'm back. Am I back? Oh, yeah, okay. So I think that I am back. I'm not sure. God damn it. Alright, I think I'm back. Yeah, okay, so anyway, The Samaritan. A young boy learns that a superhero was thought to have gone missing after an epic battle 20 years ago may, in fact, still be around. Alright, well, I watched this. Let's see who else is in it. Martin Starr, I don't know any of these names. Shan Merchant. Alright, thank you. I don't know. Okay, let's look at the director, Julius Avery. What did he do before? Nice looking beard. Matchbox. I don't know. Son of a Gun. Overlord. I think I've heard of Overlord. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't watch it, but I remember it. I remember it because I watched the trailer, and I think the premise was actually pretty good. The premise was pretty good. I didn't watch it because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's a good movie. I don't know. But this is a really good take on Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, a lot of beard going there. Yeah. Okay, so this is okay. So we can look forward to this one. I think this is where the guy is really at his best, where he can show how good of an actor he can actually be. All right, and there are the stadium lights. Brothers Keepers is a true story about the. All right, moving on. If you want me to read any of these in detail, you let me know. But to be honest, come on. Anyway, you let me know if you want me to go into those. Flashback. After a chance encounter with a man forgotten from his youth, Fred literally and metaphorically journeys into the past. Right. Looks like, I don't know this guy, but it looks like a discount. What's his name? Oh man, such a discount that I can't remember the original guy's name. Anyway, I'm not interested in first sight. I might be wrong about this, by the way. I'm just saying what comes up on first sight, at first sight, and on first, at first sight, yeah. Trove, yeah. Monuments, in the Heights, okay. The Misfits, hey, Pierce Brosnan. After being recruited by a group of unconventional thieves, unconventional, okay. Unconventional means probably that they have like all these great abilities. I hate the goddamn poster. We've seen this movie 1,000 times. Man. After being recruited by a group of unconventional okay, let me start back. After being recruited by a group of unconventional thieves, renowned criminal Richard Pace finds himself caught up in an elaborate gold heist that promises to have far-reaching implications on his life and the lives of countless others. I've seen this movie 1,000 goddamn times. Not this one in particular, but you know what I mean. And the Misfits with the S as a $sign. Ugh, Jesus. All right, if you wanna stock up on popcorn, that's probably the best way to go. Peter Rabbit, I haven't watched, but I think I'm not the target audience, but I think it was a good movie. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Oh, so this is the actual title of the movie. Not a fan of the first one. Summer of '85. Hey, I was alive in '85. While boating, Alexis's boat capsizes and almost drowns before being rescued by David, who ultimately ends up as the friend of his dreams. All right. I don't know if this movie is going to be anything that's worth watching, but one thing that I was recently contemplating on was the fact that it would be very interesting to throw current audiences, the people in their late teens, mid to late teens and early 20s, people that have never lived in a world without cell phones. I was thinking that it would probably be a really good idea to throw these audiences back into a time that's not too far back in the past, but far back enough that people can see what life was like in before cell phones were a thing, where you had to get out of situations without calling someone. You didn't have that possibility. I don't know. I think I'm not sure about this movie in particular, but I don't know. Maybe it's the overall idea, I think, is there. Siberia, huh? This looks a lot like Gray, The Gray. But anyway, an exploration into the language of dreams. Oh, huh? Josh the Crab. Yeah, Josh the Crab, yeah. Oh, Abel Ferrara. Okay. Abel Ferrara and Willem Dafoe. This is... that's not the one I wanted. I want this one. Let's see. An exploration into the language of dreams. Hey. That looks pretty good. I don't know, man. I don't know. What is it? Ooh, wait a minute. Horror. Drama, fantasy, horror. Okay. Alright. 5.2. This doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. IMDb ratings mean absolute shit these days. They used to mean something in the very early stages of IMDb. They used to mean something, but nowadays they don't mean crap. I mean, anyway, I don't want to go off on that, but this... Why Siberia, though? Why is it called Siberia? I guess it's something you need to watch the actual movie to see? Yeah. Right, but, I love Willem Dafoe. I think he's one of the greatest actors of his generation. Obviously, he has a physicality He has a look that isn't probably suitable for every single role out there, but his acting is, I mean, has always been, in every movie that I've watched with Willem Dafoe, his acting has always been really, really good. I mean, the guy is one of the greats, what was the name, what was the title of the movie where he did Nosferatu, where they were it's a movie about the making of Nosferatu. What was it? It's not Dracula. It's an old movie. It's like the early 2000s, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was before Spider-Man. It was before all of this. Shadow of the Vampire. There we go. 2000. Man, what a great movie. What a great movie. And John Malkovich is in it. Udo Kier. I love Udo Kier as well. It's a guilty pleasure, but I like it. Yeah, this is a great movie. I'd love to rewatch this. And if you guys haven't watched Shadow of the Vampire, oh man, I can't recommend it enough. What a great movie. Maybe it will be a review, future review for the home cinema section of the Adam's Den. For those who don't know, this is basically I wouldn't even call it a mockumentary. It's like a fictional, it's not a documentary at all. It's a fictional telling of the story behind the filming of Nosferatu. It's right here. I don't need to be... Okay, the filming of Nosferatu in 1922 is hampered by the fact that its star, Max Schreck, is taking the role of a vampire far more seriously than seems humanly possible. There's a little bit of foreshadowing there in that little synopsis, so I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't watched it, but it is worth your while. Yeah, more now. Alright, so yeah, Siberia. Siberia seems like a promising movie. Well, see, the post. I'm just looking at the next one. The poster is actually very interesting. The color scheme and the picture that they decided to go on. It brings you back to the old school posters, like from the 70s. So yeah, I like the poster, but I hate the goddamn title. Look at this. Rita Moreno, just a girl who decided to go for it. But maybe I am not the target audience here. A look at the life and work of Rita Moreno from her humble beginnings in Puerto Rico to her success on Broadway and in Hollywood. This is a horrible title. This is clearly a biopic, and it's a horrible goddamn title. If I had a biopic of myself and somebody chose to do this horrible style of title, I would be offended. Just a girl who decided to go for it. Man. Anyway, I'm not going to go off on that. 12 mighty orphans. Haunted by his mysterious past, a devoted high school football coach leads a scrawny team of orphans to the state championship during the Great Depression and inspires a broken nation along the way. Alright. Yeah. Looks cool. A one-watch kind of thing? A one-time watch kind of thing? F9. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Fast and Furious series. Maybe the first one was kind of good. I don't even remember the first one, but I think it was alright for its genre. Hey, again, in its own genre, it's pretty good. It's just not my kind of genre. I'm just going to skip this one. The Forever Purge. All the rules are broken as a sect of lawless marauders decides that the annual purge does not stop at daybreak and instead should never end. Is this a... Oh man, I think this is a sequel, right? This is a sequel to the Purge... It's another one of the Purge series, isn't it? Oh, wow. Wow. Alright, so here's a good franchise that is not afraid to experiment and to go a little beyond the expectations of the previous movie. I'm not the biggest fan of the Purge movies. I think they're really good. It's just, you know, it's just one of those things that you watch once and okay, so you get the you get the idea. But they are really good at introducing new ideas. And look at this goddamn poster. This is an amazing poster. I don't know. This is just an amazing poster, man. Really good. You know? This is a pretty good poster. What happened to movie posters, man? That's a whole other thing. I'm not going to go into it right now, but I mean, movie posters tell no stories these days. But that's a whole nother video. Maybe. But this one, my God, man, look at that. A horse painted in. It's actually painted on the horse, the American flag. Wow, pretty cool. So Bruno says, yeah, I think the Purge movies, I think that Purge movie goes against and ruins the Thing, but I'll still watch it. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, so this is another Purge. All right, so. Yeah, Summer of Soul could not be televised. Is a feature documentary about legendary 1969 Harlem Cultural Festival, which celebrated African American music and culture and promoted Black pride and unity. Okay. As a documentary, it's probably worth a watch. If you know, I'm sure they're going to hit on a lot of musical backgrounds that are still influential today. That, you know, from a music loving standpoint, I'm pretty sure that it's interesting. If you like soul, if you like funk, even, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like this movie. Black Widow. I could not care less about Black Widow. I would have in the past. Not right now. I'm not going to say anything new here, but apparently everybody that likes the Marvel movies is in agreement when it comes to Black Widow. If it had been released before we know that she died, then it would have been a moneymaker. I'm not sure it's going to be a moneymaker right now. Space Jam: A New Legacy. Maybe not. Maybe not. This is clearly trying to cash in the nostalgia points there. So probably not. This is probably going to be the last page I'm going to do, by the way, but let's see what else is going to. Old, a thriller called Old. This summer, visionary filmmaker M. Night Shyamalan unveils a chilling, mysterious new thriller about a family on a tropical holiday who discover that the secluded beach where they are relaxing for a few hours is somehow causing them to age rapidly, reducing their entire lives into a single day. Wow. Wow. Hey, I don't know about it being a good movie or not. I think with Shyamalan it's kind of a hit and miss, even though I love the last two movies he did. But the plot here is amazing, man. The plot is amazing. Very, very enticing. Man, I hope he doesn't screw up. Because, Unbreakable is probably one of my favorite movies. And I also like The Sixth Sense. I think it's a really good movie. But I think you watch it once and that's it. I think Unbreakable is a lot more rewatchable than The Sixth Sense. Never an easy thing to say. I liked Split. I loved Glass. So, yeah, man, I hope he's coming back into his stride. I'm very curious about this one. This one seems very promising. Okay, Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins, Hotel Transylvania. I wasn't keen on the first one, so I'm probably not going to watch that as well. Jungle Cruise, yeah, probably not. But Jungle Cruise, based on Disneyland's theme park. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say it's probably a good Disneyland kind of ride. Probably a movie to endorse that, but not a good movie on itself. It's Elf. That's what I meant. It's space Elf. The father. Okay, Stillwater. Stillwater is, by the way, the name of a really good band from the 60s or 70s. Probably not a real. I think it was a real band, wasn't it? In Almost Famous. Was that a real band? Man, I gotta know. Wait a minute. Give me just 1 second, because these things, we gotta know these things. Is Stillwater a real band? I'm pretty sure I'm not the first one. There you go. I'm not the first one. Meet the real Stillwater. Almost Stillwater, biography and history. I'm pretty sure they... All right. No, I'm not going to disable the ad blocker. If Stillwater was... Okay, so it left some people wondering if Stillwater was a real band or not. The answer is yes, but the band featured in the movie was completely fictional and based on several groups that Crow covered for Rolling Stone during the early 70s. Okay, cool. By the way, Fever Dog... I'm not sure if... Let's see. Is Fever Dog a real song? Is Fever Dog a real song? I mean, it's a real song because I played it a lot, but I'm not sure if it was from the actual band. Hailing from the far reaches of North, Fever Dog, not to be confused with Beaver Dog or... not to be confused with Beaver Dog or Flavor Dog. Alright, is of a breed of band that has become all too uncommon. That's true these days. Not for your standard rock. Okay, so apparently it's a real... Alright. Oh, Fever Dog is an official band. God damn it. Alright, I'm just going to say it's a real song from the actual band. But even if it's not, it's a really, really good song. So if you like grunge... I mean, listen, if you like rock and roll, basically, and just listen to Fever Dog by Stillwater, you're going to be amazed. Yeah. So, okay, so Stillwater, this all began with the movie, is a crime drama thriller. A father travels from Oklahoma to France to help his daughter who has been arrested for murder. Okay. Probably needs some work, that little synopsis there, but alright. Okay, so enemies of the state. An American family becomes entangled in a bizarre web of secrets and lies when their hacker's son is targeted by the US government, making them all enemies of the state. This is, I don't know. I think this is the kind of story that's worth telling because there are a lot of hackers out there these days, and you never know what happens when you catch a hacker, what the repercussions, the actual repercussions are of a hacker being found out, being discovered. So this is probably a very up-to-date kind of movie. Let's wait for the trailer to see more, but I think that the subject matter is potentially very good. So you never know. And I like the alright, I like the poster as well. I think it's one of those posters that you don't just look at once. So that's all you want from a... Well, you want more than that out of a movie poster. You want people to actually go and fill the seats. But this is one that will make me turn my head twice. Right, oh, okay. You know, so there are some promising movies out there, some promising expectations. Let me know in the comments below if you had a favorite out of all these. I know what my favorite is, and that is, I forget the title, but it's the Sylvester Stallone one. I think we're in agreement there. But let's see, I think, what's the title again? Oh man, I'm channeling Nerdrotic when he has these moments where he stops talking. Alright, where is it? I was pretty sure that was... No, not the first... Beaverman, the Sylvester. Yes, Samaritan. There it is. There it is. Now, this is... I know this is not the poster No, not Beaverman. Which would, that would be a movie that I would watch, by the way. This is not the poster, but please come up with a good poster. Don't just make the floating heads with the blues and the oranges, please. I mean, there's enough blue and orange right here in this scene. You don't need to put it in the goddamn poster. Every poster is blue and orange these days. But yeah. Alright, so I think this is going to be my pick for 2021. I can't wait for this movie. I think this is a really good hit. I think this is a really good hit. I think that he's probably going to go into his stride in this movie, so yeah. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, so let me know in the comments below if you have a different movie that you're looking forward to. And also check out the Den, the official website of Adam's Den, my website. There's a lot of new content there and old content. Again, I want to go back and revisit my promise to you, the promise that I would release the side missions of the Batman Arkham Knight playthrough. And I've done a lot of them. I've just not edited the videos yet. There are a lot of things that got in the way, but I am going to do it. And so you can look forward to that. This is my justification for basically using the arcade background here. Basically, it was the only one that had dynamic and motion, and I like it. I really like it. I haven't used it enough. Maybe this could be a good background for upcoming live streams. I don't know. I like it. I like it. Even though we're not doing a playthrough, I goddamn like it. All right, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this time that we had together. Bruno, thanks so much for sticking by, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta.